Reform UK MP Lee Anderson has launched a scathing attack on Prime Minister Keir Starmer, calling him out over the ongoing voice coaching scandal. Anderson didn't hold back, accusing Starmer of hypocrisy and a complete lack of integrity. At the heart of this controversy is a voice coaching session that allegedly took place at Labour Party headquarters on Christmas Eve 2020, right when London was under strict Tier 4 lockdown restrictions. These rules explicitly banned households from mixing indoors, raising serious concerns about whether Starmer violated the very COVID regulations he had so strongly supported. Despite mounting backlash, Starmer has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, insisting that he did not break lockdown rules. But Anderson, and much of the British public, aren't convinced. To them, this is yet another glaring example of double standards in politics. In today's video, we'll see Lee Anderson tear into Starmer on live TV, exposing his contradictions and demanding accountability in a way few politicians dare to.
Hang on. You could use Zoom, but could you do your job as effectively if you are trying to coach the leader of the opposition to speak via Zoom? Probably not.
OK, Lee Anderson, you're shaking your head on the end there.
Well, we just had 2 minutes of rubbish again from Matthew Stadler. I mean, a fair play to having the backbone to come in to defend this nonsense, but he's up to his neck in it, Matthew. You know this, we all know that. And just this morning, guys, I had a constituent contact me to say that her late husband, on this date, was in hospital with some advanced forms of cancer. He's no longer with us, sadly. And his friends and his family and his loved ones were not allowed to go into that hospital ward and give him the love and respect that man deserved. Meanwhile, Sir Keir Starmer, he was calling for harsher lockdowns. He was, this vocal coach, as you call her. I find it, as a politician, actually embarrassing that this man who's now the Prime Minister of our country has got to have lessons in how to speak.
Margaret Thatcher did. Lee Anderson,
Matthew,
Margaret Thatcher, a hero of your former party. Margaret Thatcher,
this is not the Matthew Stadler show. You've had your 2 minutes.
You're just talking
nonsense.
Let me
have my 2 minutes. Well, that's up for debate. Is a vocal coach a key worker? Absolutely not. It's absolutely rubbish. And if he is that desperate to get coaching for his voice, two things here. I would say, one, it's a waste of money. And at the end of the day, as you'll see later, he's come out of it talking like a Dalek, a boring Dalek at that, Martin. And, it's not a key work. He could have done this on Zoom or by Teams meeting. People were getting diagnosed over the telephone, over Zoom. This is just a nonsense. I think there's more to this story than meets the eye.